So we're going to use this method to factor a trinomial that has a leading coefficient that's different from +1. And for that, there are these steps that are to be followed, and I'm going to write those on the left. And on the right, we're going to solve the trinomial 3x squared minus 10x minus 8 using these steps. So the first step is to form the product A times C. So we want to multiply the first coefficient and the last coefficient. So 3 times -8 is going to give us -24. Now for step 2, we want to find a pair of numbers whose product is -24 and whose sum is -10 in this case, right? So what we do is we factor -24 into all its possible factors. So it could be -24 and 1, or 24 and -1, right? Or it could be -12 and 2, or 12 and -2. Now you could go on, but notice that -12 and +2, when you add them, they give you -10. So we can stop right here. So we can rewrite 24. Let me erase all this stuff and just write the result of step 2, which is -12 and 2, because when you multiply them, it gives you -24, and then when you add them, -12 plus 2, it gives you -10, which is what we wanted, right? So now, for step 3, we want to rewrite the polynomial to be factored so that the middle term, bx, or -10x, is written as the sum of the two terms whose coefficients are the two numbers found in step 2. So basically, we want to write, instead of -10x, we want to write -12x plus 2x. Right? And notice that if you combine the like terms, -12x plus 2x is going to give you -10x. So we just rewrote the polynomial expression. And then step 4 would be to factor by grouping. So you want to group the first two terms together, and you want to group the last two terms together, and you want to factor by grouping. So you want to factor out the greatest common factor from each of the groups. So for 3x squared minus 12x, you can factor out a 3x, right? And what's left over is x minus 4. And then for the second two terms, you can factor out a 2. And what's left is x minus 4. And then the last step is to notice that they have an x minus 4 in common. So if you factor out an x minus 4, what's left? Well, the first term is a 3x, and then the second term is 2. So in other words, 3x squared minus 10x minus 8 factors into 3x plus 2 times x minus 4. And if you want to check, all you have to do is just FOIL it back in. So foiling it back in on the red, we get 3x squared minus 12x plus 2x minus 8, which is 3x squared minus 10x minus 8. So we did it.